ማል ከተማ ቶሮንቶ ዳንኤል ስፔክትረም አዳራሽ ሙሉ ነው። ጎልቶ የሚታየው ስም ደግሞ ቢቂላ በጀግናው ኢትዮጵያዊው አትሌት አበበ ቢቂላ የተሰየመው የቢቂላ የሽልማት ስነ ስርዓት ቢቂላ አዋርድስ ነው። ይሄ ማንነታችሁን አትርሱ፣ ታሪካችሁን ተረዱ፣ ወላጆቻችሁ ለእናንተ የከፈሉትን መስዋዕትነት ዋጋ ስጡ የሚል መልእክት ያለው ንግግር ያደረጉት ኢትዮጵያዊ የፊልም ባለሙያ ፕሮፌሰር ኃይሌ ገሪማ ናቸው።
To where you have come from, you will not succeed where you are. Because if you look at high jumpers, what do? All high jumpers can't just stand where they are and jump. They always go, get their speed in the runway and jump. All human beings transaction their own phenomena. They become who they want to become by knowing where to come from. And that's how I named Sankofa. African Americans, the whole idea of without the past they can't go forward is the best example Africans could offer for every newly coming African people.
ቢቂላ አዋርድስ በኢትዮጵያውያን ካናዳውያን መካከል የተሻለ ማህበረሰብ ለመፍጠር የወጣቶችን የመሪነት ሚና ለማሳደግና በጎ ፈቃደኝነትን ለማጠናከር የተቋቋመ እንደሆነ የሽልማቱ ፕሬዝዳንት አቶ ተናግረዋል።
ጤናማና የበለጸገ ሀገር እንዲኖረን የወገን ኩራትን
13 months of sunshine ኢትዮጵያ የ13 ወር የፀሐይ ብርሃን ያላት ሀገር መሆኗን ለማሳየት የምንጠቀምበት ሐረግም ይህንን ያስጀመሩት ደግሞ የኢትዮጵያ የቱሪዝም አባት በሚል የሚታወቁት ልጅ ሀብተ ስላሴ ታፈሰ የዚህ ዓመት ቢቂላ አዋርድ የህይወት ዘመን ተሸላሚ ሆነዋል።
I have to say something. I feel fraudulent. This man is a legend. This is unbelievable, and I'm awarding this man. I was a kid when he was actually transforming the Ethiopian historical monuments to the world. And I'm serious. I just have to say that there should have been a much elder, wiser person than I am. You are an amazing man.
I've done all my life to help the country and contribute something. I've lived all over the world, and the most fascinating and the richest and the more interesting country happens to be Ethiopia.
Nationally and internationally renowned cardiothoracic vascular surgeon currently on staff at the Detroit Medical Center hospitals.
በዓለም ዙሪያ በካርዲዮቶራቲክ የቀዶ ሕክምና ሲጠራ ስማቸው አብሮ የሚነሳ ታዋቂ ኢትዮጵያዊ ዶክተር እንግዳ አስፋው በፕሮፌሽናል ኤክሰለንስ ዘርፍ ተሸልመዋል። ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ከብዙ ቡድኖች ጋር በመጓዝ በርካታ ቀዶ ሕክምና አድርገዋል። በኤችአይቪ ላይ የሚሰሩ ድርጅቶችን በመርዳትም ሰናይ ምግባር ተወጣቸው።
To receive this prestigious 2015 Bikila Award for Professional Excellence. There is no greater honor than to be recognized by your peers. Thank you for selecting me to join the ranks of those individuals, past and present, who have reached out and given back to humanity. I'm grateful.
ኢራቅ ጅምላ ጨራሽ መሳሪያ ያላት ተብሎ ዓለም አቀፉ ማህበረሰብ ሲተራመስ የዓለም አቀፉ አቶሚክ ኤነርጂ ድርጅት ፈታሾችን ልኳል። ያኔ ታዲያ ኢራቅን አብጠርጥረው ከፈተሹት ባለሙያዎች ውስጥ ኢትዮጵያዊ ሙሉጌታ ደስታ ይገኙበታል። በቢቂላ አዋርድስ ላይ የፕሮፌሽናል ኤክሰለንስ የላቀ የሙያ ብቃት ሽልማት ወስደዋል።
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate the Bikila Award founders and board members organize such an excellent event, which greatly inspires the young generation, and really greatly honored to receive award for the Bikila Award. When I was 17 in 1982, I was selected to give a speech by representing Bahar Town Youth Society to a large crowd during Ethiopian Socialist Revolution Day. So surprisingly, the slogan I gave after my speech was, "We will change imperialist nuclear weapons to peaceful use." It's funny, I don't know how it came up to my mind. የኢምፔሪያሊስቶቹን ጦር ኑክሌር መሳሪያዎች ወደ ሰላማዊ መንገድ እንቀይራለን። Surprisingly, some years later, here I am on nuclear non-proliferation job in the International Atomic Energy Agency that's working hard to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons as well as the peaceful use of nuclear energy. So,
ከማንም በላይ አባቴ የመከረኝ ምክር አሁን ያለሁበት ደረጃ አድርሶኛል የሚሉት ሌላው ተሸላሚ ፕሮፌሰር ጆሴፍ በየነ ደግሞ በካናዳ ማክማስተር ዩኒቨርሲቲ የአንድ ዲፓርትመንት ኃላፊ ናቸው። በእሳቸው የተጀመረው ላቦራቶሪ በዩኒቨርሲቲው ላሉ ተማሪዎች ትልቅ ውጤትን እያስገኘ ነው።
For being selected as the 2015 Bikila Professional Excellence Award winner.
Obviously, thanks for many people, and I will not name them all. My family, friends, mentors, teachers, students that I teach now. But I have to mention one extraordinary individual. That's my dad. My dad gave me the best gift anyone can give, the gift of education. He believed in me. He never got satisfied by just getting money here and there. When I was 21, that's when I finished my first degree at Addis Ababa. I went back, I was very happy, I had a good distinction, and I told my dad, now, find me a wife and, get me a new life. No, that was not what my dad had in mind for me. He said, son, you started. That was the beginning of education for him. How smart. He was not educated in the modern sense that we know. But he was visionary. So I thank the previous speakers who emphasized the importance of parents giving their best advice to the young, to the kids. And of course, my kids are here now. They look like probably saying, here you go, Dad. You heard it, not only from me, from distinguished professors and people who have achieved twice, 3 times more than I did. So without further ado, I thank you very much once again, and I'm humbled.
ዳኪንግ ኢን ማይ ሄር በተሰኘ ታዋቂ ቲያትሯ በካናዳ ማህበረሰብ ዘንድ ትታወቃለች። የበርካታ ሽልማቶች ባለቤት ወይኒ መንገሻ ለጥቁሩ ማህበረሰብ የስነ ጥበብ እድገት ላበረከተችው አስተዋጽኦ ቢቂላ ሸልሟታል።
At a time when there was a very small Ethiopian community, and my parents were one of 2 couples who had a child at the time. I was also in elementary school where I was one of 3 people of color. And by 6 years old, I was introduced to my first image of Ethiopia, which was the famine. And so early on, I knew I wanted to tell stories. I wanted to provide a different narrative. I went to university, I was an actor. By the end of that year, I knew I wanted to be a director. I wanted to not just play characters, but I wanted to create new ones. I've been very fortunate to be able to do that now in the city and around the world because of organizations like this that have encouraged me and inspired me, and because of people like Grima, who through the years has given me words of wisdom and taken lots of. He's very humble. He's been inspiring and encouraging us, so many of us, in this fight, and has been so uncompromising in this art and been very inspiring. And to that young couple who had me by themselves, without any family, my dad and my mother, who are here today. Inspired me to say yes, make your voice heard, and my sons were also here. Deska. And I just want to leave you. I just want to thank you all for this acknowledgement. It means so much, and I want to leave you with a poem that inspired me from Langston Hughes, from Notes on a Commercial Theater. Just the end of it, it just says, "I think one day somebody will stand up and talk about me, and write about me, black and beautiful, and sing about me, and write plays about me. I reckon it will be me myself. Yes, it will be me."
ቤተሰቡ በትምህርቱ ጎብዞ እንዲቀጥል ከብሩሽ ይልቅ ብዕር እንዲጨብጥ ነበር የሚገፋፋው። የሱ ጥሪ ግን ስዕል ሆነና ዛሬ በካናዳና በቀረው ዓለም የታወቀ ሰዓሊ ነው። ያሬድ ንጉሱ የካናዳን አርት ባትል ለ3 ተከታታይ ዓመታት ያሸነፈም፣ ስዕሎቹ በፈረንሳይ፣ ኦስትሪያና ካናዳ የሚታዩለት ያሬድ ለኢትዮፊደል.com በሰጠን ቃለ ምልልስ በራስ ወገን መሸለም ያስደስታል ብለዋል።
Who don't understand, she was treating me to break my arms and poke out my eyes. Imagine. She didn't do anyway what she said, otherwise you can imagine what would be my life there. So even if my sister warns me, I couldn't stop drawing. She finally gave up and says, "Yeah, we'll have to more like that." And then we go, it's unfortunate that my sister, like my mother, is not around anymore to see my achievements. But a beautiful daughter can't see them. Everything my sister did was out of love. In some way, though, my sister is a reflection of my nation, one that cares, and at the same time is preventing its young people from non-traditional pursuits. So please support your child to take up art, help them to understand the role of art in life, and allow them to build their own dreams, not others. Finally, I would like to thank my art teachers from Manisa University School of Fine Arts, my dearest wife, Serene Hussein, who couldn't be able to come here because we were expecting the week. And I cannot thank her enough. She's very supportive. And finally, my brother, who always believed in me and made sure that there was food on the table. Thank you so much.
ይሄኛውን ሽልማት ለየት የሚያደርገው እስካሁን ባደረኳቸው ኤግዚቢሽኖች ወይም ደግሞ ባደረኳቸው አክቲቪቲዎች ላይ ብዙ የኔ የምለው ህብረተሰብ የለም እና አንድ ላይ እንዲተሰብስቦ ሁሉ ጊዜም በቃ በምን አይነት መልኩ ነው ህብረተሰባችን ላይ በዚህ አይነት መልኩ ምናወራው ብዬ በማስብበት ጊዜ ስለሆነ ለኔ ትልቅ ደስታ ነው። እንዲያውም ከሁሉም አቺቭመንቶች የበለጠ ጥሩ ስሜት ያለኝ ለዚህ ነው።
ገና የ7 ዓመት ታዳጊ ሆና በገጠራማው ኢትዮጵያ ያሉ ወገኖቿን ለመርዳት የተነሳሳች ወጣት ዛሬ ደግሞ የተባበሩት መንግስታት የህፃናት መርጃ ድርጅት ዩኒሴፍ የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ አምባሳደር ናት። ሃና ጎደፋ ፔንስል ማውንቴን የእርሳስ ተራራ በሚለው ፕሮጀክት ከግማሽ ሚሊዮን በላይ እርሳሶችን ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ልካለች። ጠንካራ ሴቶች ጠንካራ ዓለም በሚል መሪ ቃል ለልጃገረዶች የተሻለ የትምህርት እድል እንዲሰጥ በዓለም አቀፍ መድረኮች አጥብቃ ትታገላለች። ሀና በካናዳ የንግስት ኤልሳቤጥን ሽልማት ከተቀበሉት ውስጥ ሀና በእድሜ ወጣቷ ናት። ከጠቅላይ ሚኒስትር ስቲፈን ሃርፐር ጋርም ተገናኝታ ተነጋግራለች። ከኢትዮጵያ አልፋ ደቡብ ሱዳን ህፃናትን ለመርዳትም ትንቀሳቀሳለች። ቢቂላ በማህበረሰብ አገልግሎት ሽልማት ተሰጥቷታል።
Thank you so much. First, I must thank Dr. Senait, my absolute role model. I hope that I will accomplish half of what you have done within the next couple of years in my life. It is an absolute honor to receive the Bikila distinction for community excellence. It means so much to me to be recognized by my community, my Ethiopian community here in Toronto, who has consistently offered me encouragement, mentorship, and support throughout my endeavors. And I've always been passionate about children's rights and education, and I'm overjoyed to know that this organization supports these ideas as strongly as I do. When I was thinking about this event, I remembered back to 4th grade when my teacher in elementary school had asked me to profile an individual of African descent who had made a powerful and lasting contribution to our world. Now, many of my classmates turned to leaders of the civil rights movement in the United States or popular performing artists, as Professor Girma had said earlier, Beyonce, Jay-Z. And when I had come home with this assignment, I turned to my father, and my father suggested that I do something different and research notable Ethiopians to present to my class. And I came across the story of one Ethiopian in particular that resonated strongly with me. His name was Bikila, and he was a double Olympic marathon champion who ran barefoot in the Summer Olympics of 1960, when he could not find a pair of shoes that fit comfortably, and he had decided to run barefoot just hours before the race. When he was asked why he chose to run barefoot, he said it was because he wanted the entire world to know that his country, Ethiopia, had always won with determination and heroism. I want to thank God for blessing me with two incredible parents who are with me this evening, for championing that message for me, and for sacrificing so much over the past 17 years. This excellence really belongs to you, and with every year I'm learning how to accept and better value your guidance and hand in my life, and I could not be here without you. And thank you so much for instilling a desire in me to give and to learn to be more understanding and patient and articulate and encouraging in my encounters with everyone I meet. I would also like to thank two organizations in particular, UNICEF for providing me with this platform to talk about empowerment of girls, which is so necessary in this day, and to influence that culture around the world. I'd like to thank Ethiopian Airlines, whose network spans 6 continents and is the best representation of excellence for Ethiopia, and for connecting me to you. It is my only hope that through concentrated efforts of like-minded individuals, like all of you in this room, that we will see children who really are the brains and the power of our generation become a top priority of all the individuals and institutions in our world. So with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for being here this evening. God bless you all, God bless Ethiopia, and God bless Canada.
በሺ የሚቆጠሩ የማህበረሰብ አባላትን በማሰባሰብ ከ$6 ሚሊዮን በሚልቅ ወጪ ቶሮንቶ ውስጥ የተገነባው ቅድስት ማርያም የኢትዮጵያ ኦርቶዶክስ ተዋሕዶ ቤተክርስቲያን የዚህ ዓመቱ የቢቂላ የማህበረሰብ ሽልማቱን ወስዷል። አቶ አለማየሁ ቤተክርስቲያኒቱን በመወከል ሽልማቱን በስነ ስርዓቱ
ዲያቆናት የተጀመረው ቤተክርስቲያን በአሁኑ ደረጃ በመላው ካናዳ ትላልቅ ከተሞች
እየተስፋፋ ነው። ይህንን ማህበራዊ ጉዳይና የመንፈሳዊ ጉዳይ አገልግሎትን በመቀጠሉ በአሁኑ ጊዜ በሃሊፋክስ፣ በኦቶዋ፣ በለንደን ኦንታሪዮ፣ በካልጋሪ፣ በኤድመንተን፣ በዊኒፔግ፣ በብራንደን ማኒቶባ የራሳቸውን ቤተክርስቲያን በመግዛት የማህበራዊና የመንፈሳዊ አገልግሎቶችን እየሰጡ ነው።
ገሊላ ኤፍሬም እና በኩረ መክበብ የተባሉ ወጣቶች ለላቀ የአካዳሚክ ውጤት ሲሸለሙ፣ ቃል ኪዳን ለገሰና ቤተል ይብሩ ደግሞ ላቀ አካዳሚ ብቃት እንዲሁም ስኮላርሽፕ ወስደዋል።
Obviously to the Bikila Award for putting together such an amazing event and also creating a network and platform for Ethiopians in diaspora to get together, to connect, and to really just foster positivity in our community. I really appreciate it and I find it so inspiring having attended it. Yes. I also wanted to say thank you to my family, my sister, Sophia and Frey, she's recording so okay, and also my mom and dad for the love and support and for when I was a child really just reminding me and telling me in many different ways how valuable I was and how important I could be. Quick anecdote, when I was young and I was with my mom and we would go out on the street and someone would say, oh, like you're so cute, or your daughter is so cute, my mom would always correct them and be like, and she's smart, right? It's nice, but what it really did is from a very young age remind me that I have so much to offer the world and teach me that the only limits to what I can accomplish or where I can go are the ones that I impose on myself. So I want to give you, Kasai Nawash, the biggest thank you ever for starting from when I was a child to raise me into the kind of person you want me to be, you want our community to have, and hopefully I can serve as a mentor and support other young people in their journeys. So thank you.
Young people because they are tomorrow's leaders.